What's going on, everybody? Got my camera back. I am back. I told you I'll be back. There we go. We up in this thing. Let's go. Trying to get everybody come on back in. Come on back in. We about to get started. Come on back in. Come on back in. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? What up? What up? So y'all can hear me loud and clear now? All right, let's go. Let's come on in. Come on in. Come on in. As you come on in, like the video. I'm gonna give everybody a few minutes to come on in. Come on, let's go. We about to get it live. It's time to get it live. It's time to get yeah. Let's go. Let's go. We in the building. My band is in the building. My band is in the building, right? Let me give everybody a few minutes to get on. I'm gonna do my little intro in a second. Just trying to set up a little bit. And I was not late. I was on time. It just the camera wasn't showing. I was not late. The camera was not showing. I was on time. Don't do me like that, bandits. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I was not late. Shouts out to all the bandits. Alex, D. Tampa, Alvin, Eli, Eric, Locks Main, Rico, Andre Cook, Smoke in the building, and in Wheezy's world. I was not late. Lightning Films, James Cosper, Sports Guy Forever, You Wish. Shouts out to everybody in the chat room. We about to have a little fun today. We about to have a little fun today, folks. We about to have a little fun today. Yes, we are. We about to talk some running backs. We are. We about to talk some running backs. Got some surprise running backs. We got some explosive running backs that we're going to talk about. We got so it's a lot of running backs, but I'm going to talk about 5 main guys, and then a couple other guys that I want to bring up. So welcome to Bucos Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Feel free to donate to the channel. The donation links are in the description box. CashApp, Bucos Locker, PayPal, Bucos Locker, Venmo, Bucos Locker. All donations, big or small, is welcome to support the channel as I improve the channel. As you can see, I got me a new laptop, new webcam. So yeah, I'm just working. I'm working in the background. I'm working. I'm gonna get the backdrop good. I got the backdrop ready. I'm not going to unveil it right now. You know, I'm gonna wait till like the regular season probably. I don't know. But shouts out to the bandits. Hopefully everybody's staying safe. Oh, that's Cameron right there. Everybody's staying safe. Got their PPE. Corona is out there. Stay inside. Stay socially isolated. If you got to go out and get what you got to get of the essentials and get back home. I need y'all to come on this channel safe. I need y'all back to the season. I need y'all here for the season. For 2020 season, it's going to be live. It's going to be chrome. All right. So let's get down to business. So as you can see, the title of the video, it is called, the topic is the draft talk. We're talking about running backs. I talked about the O-line yesterday. The draft is Thursday. Wait, y'all can't wait. I'm going to be live, but I talked about the O-lineman, right? To talk about the big four. Now, what position is behind the big four as far as the O-lineman, the other important position that can help the quarterback out? The running back. The quarterback's best friend is the running game. So for those of you that don't believe in the running game or feel like the running game is not that important, you need some help. You need some help, man. You need some help. Every quarterback would love a stable running game, a stable running game that is able to be called upon to get 1 yard. Unfortunately, the Bucs running game hasn't been great. Now, the running back situation, I've harped on this for a while now, for some years now. Doug Martin. I like to go back and, I like to go beyond 2015 because, people like to try to make it seem like I'm pushing narrative. But we can go past 2015. Cadillac Williams, LeGarrette Blount, Ernest Graham, those guys, not too many great years out of the running back position situation. Ever since Work Done and Mike Allstott, the A-Train, we haven't had a stable running game. We had Doug Martin for a couple years. But if you look at our running back situation right now, compared to other teams, it's not where it needs to be. It's not a respectable back on the team that teams can be like, I got a game plan against Ronald Jones. I got a game plan against Peyton Barber. Now he's gone, what I'm saying at the time. When Peyton Barber's in the game, they running the ball. Even when Ronald Jones is in the game and it's a pass play, they're going to blitz because Ronald Jones doesn't do good blitz pickups. It's called scouting. They scouted the Bucs running back. So when the Bucs running backs was in the game, you kind of knew what was going on. Like Wale coming in the game, it's going to be a pass play. The offense is a high octane, very, very simple. The scheming, the route concepts are very simple. They're very deep routes. So when certain running backs are in the game, it tips off certain plays. How the running backs line up, who's in the game. The Bucs offense, even though it was top 3, it was very predictable, but it was hard to stop because of you got to have the quarterback to get the ball down the field. And the Bucs had that with Jameis Winston. I know. Relax. Anti-Jameis Winston fans. He threw a lot of interceptions. 30, 18, I get it. But the offense was still explosive. You had to have the arm to play in this offense, regardless how you feel about the old quarterback. The reason why he threw for 5,000 yards, you can call them garbage yards, but it's 5,000 yards, and that's a lot of yards. It was a lot of air yards. But the running backs made the offense very predictable because the running backs each had an individual skill set. They were not an Ezekiel Elliott or Le'Veon Bell or David Johnson before his injuries. Saquon Barkley that can play three downs. We didn't have that Christian McCaffrey, that Alvin Kamara. We didn't have that type of back that teams had to be like, what are they doing? Are they going to run it? Are they doing some screen passes? So it was easy to defend the Bucs passing game due to the running back situation. Having a running back by committee is good, but the running backs have to be complementary, right? You know what I'm saying? So when Peyton Barber was in the game, it was a run play because they don't use him in pass plays. So you can stack the lineup. That's why Peyton Barber, his 8-man front percentage was a lot higher than Ronald Jones. Peyton Barber, he had to go against a lot more 8-man fronts than Ronald Jones because when Peyton Barber was in the game, it was a run play 90% of the time, or actually 95% of the time. And that's very predictable. Predictability hurt the Bucs offense. Despite the explosive plays in the passing game, which was a lot of air yards, not a lot of yak, a lot of air yards. Chris Godwin has some yak yards, but it wasn't a lot. Mike Evans, yak, he didn't have really that much, maybe like 213 yards yak. But when you have a running back that is able to kind of throw the defense off or also be able to hold his own, it helps the quarterback out. And that's what we've been lacking for a long time. Regardless of what you say, the running game has not helped the quarterback situation over the years. Too much pressure on the quarterback. Hey, go win us the game. It shouldn't have to be like that. Now, this is not the excuse. This is just football. When you put pressure on one part of the offense, it becomes predictable. Sometimes we got to swallow our pride and just go back and look at the tape. I know we get caught up in our emotions and all that, but just the Bucs offense was heavy pass oriented in certain downs and distance. Due to the running back situation, it became predictable. Now here we are, fast forward, years later, we still need a running back. The confidence in Ronald Jones is not at 100%. Ronald Jones has a skill set. He's not a David Johnson. He's not a Ezekiel Elliott. He's not a Todd Gurley before he got hurt. He's not David Johnson before he got hurt. He's not a Joe Mixon. He's not a Christian McCaffrey. He's not an Alvin Kamara. Even Devontae Freeman before he got hurt. Kerryon Johnson is better than Ronald Jones. Saquon Barkley is better than Ronald Jones. I mean, Derrick Henry's a bowling ball, but he has a particular style of running. He's better than Ronald Jones. Even the Buffalo Bills situation, they got a good running game, stable running game. Marlon Mack, the Ravens running game. The Raiders, Josh Jacobs is better than Ronald Jones. Austin Eckler is better than Ronald Jones. Melvin Gordon is better than Ronald. You see, you get where I'm going with this? So basically what I'm leading my way into is Ronald Jones needs help. What he's missing, it can be filled in the draft with some young studs. Need more explosion. Need more elusiveness. Ronald Jones is a straight line runner. He's an uptight runner. He has some wiggle in him, but something's missing with him. I don't know if it's the confidence. I don't know. His first 2 years in the league, his first year in the league was not the best. I mean, there were other rookie running backs producing. Ronald Jones was struggling. Nick Chubb, better than Ronald Jones. Kareem Hunt, better than Ronald Jones. James Conner, before he got hurt, he was doing pretty good. Aaron Jones, Green Bay Packers. Darius Geis, but he can't stay healthy. Dalvin Cook, who we should have had, better than Ronald Jones. So I'm naming a lot of running backs. Y'all get where I'm going with this? Could it be the system that's hurting Ronald Jones? Yes. But hey, it's the system. So if we're not going to blame Ronald Jones, then we got to put it on somebody. Somebody got to take the blame. Wale is not better than Ronald Jones. Wale is the worst running back on the Bucs right now. The rookies that I'm about to talk about are better than Ronald Jones right now. I mean, better than Wale. At least Ronald Jones has talent. It's just the system that he's in is not utilizing his talent. I'm not saying Ronald Jones is trash. He's not. He's shown talent. He's shown plays. He's shown the ability to make plays with his feet and run. I get it. But why do we still need a running back? Why do the Bucs still need a running back? Why is the running game still lacking? Because we already know it's still lacking in the run blocking. Despite having the 7th ranked O-line, the running game still needs to be addressed. Why is that? Why? Can anybody explain to me why the running back situation, the running game still needs to be addressed? If the running game is fixed, if the O-line is fine, why do we need to get a running back and a tackle? Can anybody explain that to me? I don't care if you're pro Winston. I don't care if you're anti-Winston. Can somebody explain to me why does the running game still needs to be upgraded after 5 years? The last 5 years, there has been one decent season. In 2016, Doug Martin went for, 1,402 yards? Or 1,400 some yards? One good, stable year of running. And even then, the team was still young. The quarterback was still young. If you just put the running game in a microscope, why has the running back situation been lackluster since Doug Martin? Peyton Barber, Jacquizz Rodgers, TJ Logan, Ronald Jones, Wale does not scream the running game is fine. We have running back talent. The most talented running back in the last few years that we've had is Ronald Jones, and that's not saying a lot. We had a lot of carries last year, ranked 15th in the NFL in carries, but the yards were at the bottom. See how it works? How you have all these carries but no yards? So that means they was trying to run the ball, but the running back situation and the run blocking combination was horrible. I've gave y'all the stats. A lot of the major categories in the running game were horrible. Despite I know the turnovers played a factor. No, I get it. Well, the team stacked the box and made Jameis Winston pass the ball. But we still got to run the ball. That's your job. Block and run. Quit trying to make excuses of the running game been lackluster. This is why we are in the position today. Thursday, there will be a running back drafted, whether you like it or not. Who is the blame on why the Bucs need a running back still? You? Bruce Arians? Jason Wright? Bob Leverage? Brian Christians? Donovan Smith? Ali Marbet? Somebody got to take the blame why the running game still lackluster. Somebody got to take the blame. Oh, I know who can take the blame. The coaching staff. No, not one individual. The O-line can take some blame for that run blocking. Oh, the running back not being patient to hit the hole correctly. I'm gonna give y'all a little secret here. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Give me 4,400 yards and a 1,400 yard running back. I don't need a quarterback throwing 5,000 yards, even though that's a hell of an achievement. And if you're throwing for that many yards, that means your running game is not helping that much. I know all our weapons is on the outside. That's not how you build a team. I'm gonna get to the running back. I'm just leading y'all up to the draft of the young studs. I'm just giving y'all the appetizer before I get into the rookie running backs. Well, all of our weapons is in the passing game. You know, Chris Godwin and Mike Evans and Cameron Brate and O.J. Howard dropping balls and Rashard Perriman in the last 5 games and Scotty Miller and Justin Watson. That's where our weapons at. That's not how you build a team, folks. And you see the results of that? All those yards, even turnovers, and all those touchdowns, the running game did not do enough. James Cosper. Running backs are a plug-and-play type guy. As long as you got a decent O-line or a high-level O-line, you can run the ball, regardless of 8-man fronts. The Ravens see 8-man fronts all the time. They're able to run the ball. Titans see 8-man fronts. Oh, well, Peyton Barber, the teams were stacking their lineup against the Bucs run, and they made Jameis Winston throw the ball so they can get turnovers. How ridiculous does that sound? Also, you saying that teams was scheming against the Bucs because they wanted Jameis Winston to throw interceptions. No. They knew the Bucs couldn't run the ball, so they put pressure on the O-line. The O-line was getting beat by 4-man fronts. The Bucs tried to run the ball against 7-man fronts, and they couldn't do it. Had the carries, but couldn't get the yards. Those are the facts. And you can keep spinning it all you want to. Oh, because of the interceptions, that's why we couldn't run the ball. What? How about just line up and run the ball? Just run the ball. Now we got to draft a running back and get an O-line. Here we are. Now we got to draft the O-lineman in the first round and draft the running back in the second or third round. Let's get to it. Y'all see the screen here. Y'all see the 5 running backs I put on the spotlight, and I will go down the other ones as well. And a couple of sleeper running backs that might be sitting back there in the later round. It's very deep. Very, very, very deep. What's up, Malcolm? DeAndre Swift. Let's start there. I watched some DeAndre Swift. I watched some highlight tape. I watched a couple tape. I know about DeAndre Swift. Country. Georgia Bulldogs. They always producing good running backs. Look at the history, folks. No Sean Marino. He was pretty decent until he got hurt in Denver, right? Injuries got him. Herschel Walker. It's a good running backs. Nick Chubb, Sony Michel, DeAndre Swift. They got the running back, James Cook. the one that's on Georgia right now. He's going to be in the NFL eventually. Think about this. They had Nick Chubb, Sony Michel, and DeAndre Swift, and Nick Chubb back to back to back to back to back to back. Todd Gurley, running back factory. So if the Bucs pick DeAndre Swift, they are getting a running back that's probably the best all-around back as far as power, speed, playmaking ability, his size. He's kind of like, he's like 5'9", 5'10". He's got some wiggle in him. He got some speed. He ran a 4.4, like 8 or 7, something like that. So he's an all-around back. Now, this class is so deep. I don't see why would a team draft a running back in the first round when you can plug an O lineman in, or D lineman, or receiver. Receiving class is deep if you need receivers. So the running back value, it's not first round this draft, because the running back. See, this is a gift and a curse with a deep running back class, because you don't have to reach. You don't have to reach for a running back. The Bucs don't have to reach for a running back. Now, granted, you take the best available running back if he's there in the second round. You take him. But if your guy is not on the board, do you wait to the third round to get him? Because there can be a run on running backs, and now you're going to have to trade up and get back in the second round to get your guy that you could have get in the third round, because this class is so deep and has so much depth. There's going to be, out of this draft class, there's at least about 20 running backs that can actually be an impact. Third down back, or straight up running the ball, all-purpose back, or even a returner. There's going to be about 20 backs. Out of those 20 backs, I would say at least about 5 to 7 of them going to be like, all right. There's going to be a couple guys in the later rounds that we be like, damn, we should have got him. There's going to be an Alvin Kamara. There's going to be Alvin Kamara. There's going to be a Kareem Hunt in this draft that we like, damn, all the teams passed up on him. Yes. There's going to be an Austin Eckler, because there's going to be some good running backs available undrafted. So the Bucs can possibly get one in the draft and then turn around and get one in undrafted free agent for a special role return, because we need some help back there too. You got to think about it, folks. The Bucs will get a running back. I prefer one in the second round. You get your guy in the second round. Do not wait. DeAndre Swift, solid running back, all around. Solid running back. Very, 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 very solid. 5'9", 5.5, 5'9", 220 pounds, somewhere up in there. Just all around. Just under 4'5", high 4.4s. You got some elusiveness. He got some wiggle. He got a little more wiggle than Ronald Jones. And he can catch. And he can pass block. Because Georgia ran the pro-style offense, so he understands pass blocking. But we're going to go down to these 5 that I named, and we're going to name some wild cards that the Bucs can possibly get in the later rounds, just in case. It wouldn't hurt to double up on a running back, because, we still need a pass catching third down back, right? Or you can get that guy in the second round that can do all 3. He can catch, run, and block. So next running back, KJ Dobbs, one of my favorites out of the running back class. Now, there's some other guys that's sleeper that I kind of like too, but we'll get to them in a second. KJ Dobbs reminds me of a mixture of Darian Sproles, Tariq Cohen. He can do it all. He can run, he can catch, he can punt return, maybe do a little kick return. He can do a lot of stuff. He's a bulky guy. He's a bowling ball, kind of like Doug Martin. A little bit more shiftier than Doug Martin. Doug Martin was a little stiff, but KJ Dobbs is very hard to tackle. But the problem with KJ Dobbs, even though I like him, is his ability to finish contact. Like, he gets hit, and it's like, because he's small, it's his size. Like when you got somebody got compact weight like that, and they so shifty, and you can hit them, they just fall. And it's KJ Dobbs, but he's explosive. He can catch, he can run, and even pass block. So, and these prospects that I'm naming, these potential picks with the Bucs, they can help the team. Even though they got Rojo, these guys can help the team. They literally can. Each one of these guys can help the team in a certain way. That's KJ Dobbs. He played at Ohio State, so he played high-level competition in the Big Ten in a spread offense, so he can space himself out and catch balls from Tom Brady on third downs, and he can pass block because he's power packed. And he ran the ball a lot in Ohio State. Now, keep in mind, these running backs, their wear and tear is not all that bad, except for a couple of them that I will get to in a second. Jonathan Taylor, a lot of people are mentioning him in the first round. Probably late first round, or somebody might reach for him, but Jonathan Taylor. Now, the only question mark I have on him is his catching ability. And two. He catches, his catching ability, and he fumbles. He's fumbled quite a bit, and he has a lot of carries. He has enough carries on those tires that he's already been in the league for 3 years now. Over 700 carries. It's a lot of carries, folks. He already has tread on those tires. Running backs are like tires. The more you ride and drive, those tires become sleek, become bald. The legs are not there anymore. All the jump cuts and all that. And Jonathan Taylor has great balance and great vision. He can feel the hole. So when Rojo couldn't really feel the hole and couldn't be patient enough to hit the hole, because a lot of runs that Rojo made, a lot of his good runs would all bounce out or off tackle or bouncing outside. But Jonathan Taylor has the experience that he's able to run between the tackles, between the guards, and he's got a little bit better feel than Ronald Jones right now. He's more faster. He's bigger. See, Ronald Jones had to gain weight. Ronald Jones' natural size. I'm sorry. Breaking news. Gronkowski coming to the Bucs. Is that true? Hold on, I'm up here doing a video and people telling me about Gronkowski going to the Bucs. Is that true? Can y'all confirm that? We might have to switch this up real quick. Is this true? Wait a minute. Also, Gronkowski has showing interest in playing football again, and he will want to do it with the Bucs. Folks, let me jump on this real quick. I'm looking at Ian Rappaport right now, and he's basically got the information from Rob Gronkowski, kind of like a breaking news type thing. In order to get Rob Gronkowski, the Patriots still has his rights. Remember the Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson type situation? You know, they still have his rights, like Patrick Willis, Luke Kuechly, Andrew Luck. You're retired. They still got your rights, so they have to work out some sort of trade, right? Because he still belongs to the Patriots. Correct? Am I reading that correctly? So in order for the Bucs to get him, they have to facilitate a trade. For one, O.J. Howard. Salute. Bye-bye. I told y'all, another first-round pick, Jason Light screwed up. So, see, when you miss on first-round picks, you set the team back about 2 years. Now we got to address the position that we shouldn't have to deal with. We should have got the running back. We could have got something else in the second round. So, O.J. Howard is going to have to be traded, which will be actually even swap if you actually look at it. If Gronk wants to play for the Bucs, we can give you O.J. Howard. You get, we'll take Gronkowski. Even swap, right? The Patriots get a younger tight end with another year left on his contract, and we get Rob Gronkowski for another year or two because his body has a lot of wear and tear on it, but he's still good. At this point, even though he's been out of the league for a year, he is still better than O.J. Howard. Can you imagine Rob Gronkowski in this offense? Because he can block too. He will be the best tight end on the roster, hands down. He's still a top 10 tight end. Now, Gronkowski gonna have to put some weight back on because he's lost a lot of weight. He done kind of lost a lot of that football weight. And right now he's a 24/7 WWE champion. So I don't know that contract with the WWE. And of course, his salary is still high. Now, if the Bucs want to do it, they will have to probably restructure some contracts. Ryan Jansen, Ali Marpet, Mike Evans, care for a restructure because we in it. We all in, right? We all in for the 43-year-old Tom Brady. So restructure your contract if you want Gronkowski, because we still got to spend money in the draft class. You don't give away Cameron Brate and OJ Howard. You give away one. Now New England might want to pick in return. You throw them a 5th rounder or a 6th rounder. You know, kind of like balance it out. Because remember, we still got to have money for the draft class too. So keep that in mind, folks. So that is an interesting turn of events if Rob Gronkowski wants to come back. Maybe Belichick might not make the trade. Maybe Belichick be like, no, screw you, Tampa Brady. You're not getting Rob Gronkowski. I'll tell you what, Bucs, you want Rob Gronkowski, you give us a 1st round pick or 2nd round pick this year and 3rd round next year. Then you'll get Rob Gronkowski. But I don't know. I don't know if Belichick won't want to deal Gronkowski to Tom Brady. I don't know if he wants to give Tom Brady another weapon. And by getting Rob Gronkowski on the team, it will also affect the receivers, a la Mike Evans. Chris Godwin is a very humble guy. Cameron Brate is a humble guy. Scotty Miller, Justin Watson. But the guy I'm mentioning is Mike Evans. You want to talk about targets? Everybody's targets are dropping if Rob Gronkowski comes on the team. So will Evans get his 1,000 yards? I don't know. If Rob Gronkowski is on this team for the 2020 season, I don't know if Mike Evans will reach 70 catches. But anyway, let's get back to the I just want to, because people was telling me about that in the chat room. So let's get back to the running back situation. So back to Jonathan Taylor, New England Bucs. It's Tampa Bucs, right? Tampa Bay Bucs. So Jonathan Taylor, let's get back to the running back. Let's get back to the running backs. We'll talk about that in another video. Let's get back to the running back situation. Let's get back. Okay, let's bring it back. I know we're talking about Rob Gronkowski and OJ Howard and that facilitating that trade and a possibility of that happening. Folks, relax. The media likes to spin narratives. They like to push things out for the fans to get all hype and until Bill Belichick comes out and until Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport says Gronkowski coming to the Bucs, save it. Okay. Do not hype yourself up over Rob Gronkowski coming to the Bucs, because there are a lot of things that have to come or have to play in line for him to get to the Bucs. That means he's going to have to be traded to the Bucs. Then the salary cap situation. Then are the Bucs going to give up compensation? All that stuff like that. And I just shot up with about almost 300 people in the chat room. Everybody joining the chat room. Can you like the video? Almost 300 people just jumped in the chat room. I guess because of the Rob Gronkowski situation. Is it because of the Rob Gronkowski thing? I don't know. But so folks, do not get caught up in that. Like, really, like, relax. It will be a good thing for the Bucs to get Rob Gronkowski to help out Tom Brady and his getting comfortable with the team and having a comfortable target to throw to. He's been throwing to Rob Gronkowski for a long time, so he knows how he runs. And I told y'all this. The offense of the Bucs will change when Tom Brady got here. It will change even more if Rob Gronkowski gets here. That means the tight ends will be utilized even more. It won't be so much of an outside the hashes, 15, 20 yards down the field. But now Brady still has a decent arm to do it, so relax. I know, Steven. I see the chat room. The chat room got lit. The chat room is lit. Because I guess the Bucs fans notice that Bucos Locker is talking about Rob Gronkowski. So they're like, oh, that's this. You know, we helping out Tom Brady. So let's bring it back to the running back situation. And we'll if it happens while I am on this live session, I will talk about it right here live. Rob Gronkowski to the Tampa Bay Bucs if he's coming. And when it happens, I'm going to make a live video right away. Okay, so I got my alerts on now. So Jonathan Taylor, 5'11", 220, 225. He ran a 4.39. A 4.39. I know, Steven, I haven't seen this many people in a long time in the chat room like this. 4.39. But a couple issues: his ability to catch, his fumbling problem, and he has 926 rushing attempts in his time in Wisconsin. That is a concern. That will scare some teams away. He already got 3 years, maybe 4 years of NFL time in already, because Wisconsin was a run-heavy offense. Their quarterback situation was not good. So it was Joe Stivey and Hornbrook. Like, Big Ten quarterback situations is not the best. Wisconsin offense was Jonathan Taylor. Wisconsin is like Georgia, right? They have a history of putting running backs in the NFL with a lot of miles. Georgia, on the other hand, running back situation, they don't put a lot of miles on their running backs because they got running back by committee. But Wisconsin, they always find one guy and they hand him the ball. You know, Ryan Dane, James White was at Wisconsin. Not Ryan Dane, but the other guy, Melvin Gordon was there. James White was there. What was the other guy on name? What's the other guy? What's the other Wisconsin running back that was pretty good? Monty Ball. Monty Ball. Monty Ball was there. And these guys got to the NFL and they did not really pan out well. Like, they had a couple decent seasons. Like, Melvin Gordon has had a couple good seasons, and he's in Denver right now. But Wisconsin, they put a lot of tread on their running backs. They do. They just put a lot of tread on their running backs, and I'm not sure about that. At first I was high on Jonathan Taylor, but then you start breaking down his tape. 3 straight seasons of 2,000 yards. On tape, he don't seem like he that fast, but he ran a 4.39 in the combine. I was shocked. I was watching it on TV. I was like, whoa, 4.39. But he hasn't caught that many passes out of the backfield, and I'm not sure that he's a good pass blocker. He's durable. He don't get injured. You know. So, can the Bucs use him? Of course. Not in the first round. The next running back that's on the screen, or in my little GIF or my thumbnail, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A lot of people like this guy. He's very sharp guy. Good catcher on the field. Good elusive running back. He has more short burst speed, more elusiveness, like a Darian Sproles, Tariq Cohen. He kind of got a little bit of C-Mac in him too. You know, but his top end speed is not there, and that's what's going to hurt him. Now, he's like a Deion Lewis. Very sneaky speed. He can catch the ball. He can pass block. He'll throw himself and get in front of a block. He's a sharp individual off the field as well. If you got a chance to check out his story, man, LSU has had a lot of good running backs, and Clyde wasn't the most heralded running back at LSU. He was just there, and all of a sudden, boom. Now, that can be more of a Joe Brady thing than a Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Joe Burrows. Like, Joe Brady changed LSU's offense up. So it's like Sean McVay and Jared Goff. Jared Goff was really not anything until Sean McVay got there. Joe Burrows, which people like to like, oh, Joe Burrows is, this and that. Folks, he had one good year. One good year, and now folks thinking he's this talented quarterback. And Joe Burrows is nice, but Dwayne Haskins had one good year. Why wasn't this much hype on Dwayne Haskins? Joe Burrows has one good year with 4 or 5 NFL receivers, NFL tight end, and a couple NFL O linemen, and a couple NFL running backs, and he's the god. He's the number 1 pick. So be careful, buyer beware. I'm not hating on Joe Burrows. Buyers beware with Joe Burrows. He had one good year. So, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his top end speed scares me, but everything else about him screams that he's going to be productive back. And he's more of a 3rd round pick. 3rd, 4th round because of his speed. If Clyde Edwards-Helaire ran like a 4.51 or 4.48 or 4.47, he would go in the 2nd round. You know what I'm saying? But being at his speed is going to stop him from going higher. So he's a great value pick, late 2nd, early 3rd, mid 3rd round. So We'll see. Yes. So the comparison with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Austin Ekeler. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Austin Ekeler, similar backs. I think Eckler's a little bit more faster, more quicker. Remember Danny Woodhead? You know, kind of like that. But Danny Woodhead was fast. Third round pick, late second round. But he can help the Bucs though. Would the Bucs take him in the middle of the second round? It's a possibility. It all depends on how the cards fall. And last but not least, as far as the 5 backs that I identified, in my mock draft, I picked J.K. Dobbins. He was available. I picked J.K. Dobbins in my mock draft. Excuse me, in my mock draft. Then the last but not least, as far as the big 5 running backs that I think can help the Bucs, Cam Akers. I know. A disclosure, folks, he's from Florida State, or he played at Florida State. So relax. I know we just had somebody from Florida State as a quarterback. I know some of you like, oh, no more Florida State people. We should have had Dalvin Cook, right? I know you Gator fans. I'm a Gators fan. I'm a diehard Gators fan. Facts. Gator. I don't know if y'all knew that, but I'm a Gators fan. I was born and raised on Jaquez Green, Riddell Anthony, Ike Hilliard, Chris Doring, Eric Rett, Emmitt Smith, Danny Waffle, Terry Dean. Yeah, I was raised on those quarterbacks. The run and shoot, the Spurrier style offense, right? But a lot of people didn't know that I was a Gators fan. Because so those of you that were talking about, oh, you were James Winston. No, I'm a Gator. I'm Gatorway all day. I don't like Florida State. I don't like Florida State at all. But I know when I see talent. And Florida State has produced some talented guys. So Cam Akers. The problem with him is when I watch tape on him, it's inconsistent. He's very inconsistent. Like, every run's got to be on the outside for him. If you go back and look at his highlight tapes, not a lot of runs in the middle. Can do it all. But it seems like he preferred to have the ball on the outside. Hold on. Gronk to the Bucs? Why everybody keep saying that? Like, what happened? Did he actually get traded to the Bucs? Like, what's going on here? So did he get traded? What in the hell? Like, so a 4th round pick for Gronkowski. Oh, breaking news. Then here we go. I'm sorry, y'all, but here we go. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Like, hey, let's talk. Let's talk about this Gronkowski. What the hell just happened? Rob Gronkowski and a 7th round pick to the Bucs for a 4th round pick. Yikes! Pitted a physical. Are you kidding me? Goodbye, O.J. Howard. Hello, Gronkowski. Pending physical. Let's go. Let's go. The Tampa Bay Patriots. Let's go. Tom Brady, like, go get me Rob Gronkowski. And that's what they did. Jason Light was like, roger that. I told y'all, Tom Brady got power over this roster. Tom Brady got power over this roster. He wanted Rob Gronkowski. If he can get Julian Edelman, he'll get Julian Edelman too. If he can get James White, he'll get James White too. I told y'all this offense is about to change. If y'all think there's gonna be no risky, no biscuit all the way down the field, it's not going to happen. Bruce Arians can talk all that noise. Talking about, oh, my quarterback got to throw the ball. I'm going to change the offense for one guy, not for 22. All right. Yeah, all right. Once again, folks, The Patriots are trading Rob Gronkowski and a 7th round pick to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a 4th round pick, which will probably be the comp pick. So we were able to keep a 4th round pick and grab a Rob Gronkowski, a 30-year-old going on 31-year-old tight end. Let's just see if any more trades happen with the Bucs and Patriots. Remember, folks, Jason Light used to work in New England as under the scouting department as a player personnel assistant or something like that. So Jason Light has ties with the Patriots organization. Now, the Patriots organization is very, very, very tight-knitted. The Patriots fingerprint is all around the league. Jason Light cut his teeth in New England. He was there when New England drafted Tom Brady. Now, think about this, folks. I'm sorry. I had a video talking about the running backs, and here we are talking about Rob freaking Gronkowski. Folks, we are all in. All in, folks, for the next 2 years. All in. I'm going to have to make a separate video. Oh, man, what should I talk about right now? Should I keep talking about the running backs? Oh, boy. Should I come back and make a video about this? Well, the trade is not finalized, so I'll come back to it. I'll come back. This is crazy. I got to make a separate video. So I got to get back to the running back situation. I'm sorry, folks. So stay tuned for that video. Let me not just yikes. This is crazy. Let me just get through this real quick. And I'm gonna stop this video and I'm gonna come back probably later on today and make the video about Rob Gronkowski, the details and what I think about how to fit in the offense, because I don't want to get sidetracked because this is like crazy news right here. Like so there's a couple other running backs outside of the big five. Well, let me go through these names real quick. So you got Benjamin, Anthony McFarland, AJ Dillon. You got Jonathan Ward from Central Michigan. If those of you that don't know about Jonathan Ward or Henderson or Ward, what you want to call him, from Central Michigan, check him out. Don't sleep on that guy from Central Michigan. That's a possible. That dude is nice. Somebody put me onto his highlight tape, and I looked at his highlight tape, and it was really, really good. But AJ Dillon, a lot of tread on the tires, very questionable receiving skills, but he's a punisher. He's a big back. He's going to get yards going forward. He's going to get yards falling forward. Anthony McFarland reminds me of Dalvin Cook, a good 3rd, 4th round pick. I think his value is going to go up as the draft get closer. The dude is nice. I mentioned Anthony McFarland. I like Anthony McFarland. So keep an eye on him, man. The dude is nice. I watched him in the Ohio State game. And he got some burners on him. Got that little Dalvin Cook swag to him. And of course, Antonio Gibson. And Antonio Gibson is a big running back. He kind of like a wild card. He can play a lot of different positions. And just his size, like almost the tallest Derrick Henry. He's like 220 something pounds. He like 6'1", 6 foot. And Antonio Gibson is nice. And AJ Dillon is nice, and Anthony McFarland is nice, but they all got flaws. AJ Dillon has a lot of tread on the tires. I don't know if he's going to be able, durable enough, like a Chris Carson type guy. And Ito Benjamin can catch the ball very well. He's an all-around back. Don't want to sleep on Ito Benjamin from Arizona State, but but Jonathan Ward from Central Michigan. If those of you that don't know, I know about the Gronkowski trade, possible trade, pending physical. So I know the only reason why the trade hasn't been completed because of the physical part. They can't just take a physical because of the coronavirus. Relax. I'm going to make a video on that. I am going to make a separate video later on about Rob Gronkowski possible coming to the Bucs, pending a physical. So relax, folks. I'm going to get there. I gotta stick to this video. Okay, relax. But AJ Dillon, Ito Benjamin, Anthony McFarland, Jonathan Ward, those are some good running backs. that you can possibly pick up, you know, third, fourth, fifth round. Like I said, the running back class is very, very, very deep. Zach Moss is another good running back. Kind of remind me of Chris Carson as well. Same size, but he didn't run well in the 40. So Zach Moss can be a sleeper, kind of like a Mark Ingram, Gus Edwards type running back. I think he'll be productive in the league because he runs hard. Is there any other running backs that I forgot? I know my energy is off, man. I don't want to talk about running backs no more, but I got to get through this. The Rob Gronkowski stuff just threw me off. Keyshawn Vaughn from Vanderbilt. That's a good running back. These are all late round picks that I'm looking at. Josh Kelly. So there's some solid backs all around, man. Josh Kelly is nice. I watched him at UCLA for about a game and a half, and from what I've seen, he looks pretty good. But he got some. He's not complete. You know, there's a reason why these guys are not going to get drafted early in the draft. So these are all 4th round, 5th round, 6th round running backs. So there you have it, folks. If I missed a running back, let me know in the chat room. Oh yeah, DJ Dallas. DJ Dallas, he was in Miami, and Miami was very dysfunctional. I think it was more of a dysfunctional team. That's why we really didn't get a chance to see DJ Dallas that much. I think it was just a dysfunctional program. Miami, the Miami Hurricanes was dysfunctional. So I think so as I wrap this video up, what the hell going on? All right. So as I wrap this video up, but yeah, DJ Dallas is not bad. It's just a dysfunctional organization, a dysfunctional program. That's why we didn't see a lot of DJ Dallas. But anyway, oh yeah, I forgot about the Gator running back, LaMichael Pirine. I apologize, LaMichael Pirine. I'm gonna give you some shout. I'm gonna give you a special shout out. Shouts out to LaMichael Pirine, a guy that stayed in Florida for all his years, did the full ride. He's gonna get drafted. LaMichael Pirine will get drafted. You know, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round. He actually is a good all-around back. He can catch, he can run, and he can pass block. Because, you know, the Gators offense was pretty decent in certain ways. But yeah, stay tuned for that. I think my phone is acting up because of this Gronkowski situation. I can't get anything on my phone. Jesus Christ. I think my phone is really acting up. So LaMichael Pirine, he will be nice in the NFL. I think he's going to be underrated. He's going to be one of them late round steals. So stay tuned for LaMichael Pirine. I think he's going to show his tail off down the road. So there you have it. As I summarized the running back situation, and also possible free agent running back. Somebody mentioned Leonard Fournette. The Jaguars are pretty much trying to shop him around. So stay tuned for Leonard Fournette. The Bucs are not going to touch him, so that's why I didn't really address the Leonard Fournette coming to the Bucs. And my phone is really acting up. This Rob Gronkowski thing just got my phone all acting up. Yeah, but the Bucs will not trade for Leonard Fournette. It's not going to happen. Sorry, folks. So you can get that Leonard Fournette stuff out your head. Save that. You're wasting your time. Wasting your time talking about Leonard Fournette. So there you have it, folks. If I missed a running back I did not talk about, let me know in the chat or in the comment section. I got some work to do, so I'll get with y'all later on about the Rob Gronkowski situation. So stay tuned for that video later on today. I'll post the time I'm going to make that video, which will probably be like at 8 o'clock, most likely. 8 o'clock video, maybe. So we'll see. I'll let y'all know. Shouts out to everybody in the chat room. The chat room went up to 300 people, and then all of a sudden, people just went away because they thought Rob Gronkowski was getting traded, and they thought I was reporting it. So everybody jumped in my chat, and it was like 300 people almost, and they thought I was reporting the Rob Gronkowski trade to the Bucs, and the number spiked, and then they left. So, and then a few minutes later, 10 minutes later, boom, Rob Gronkowski trades to the Bucs. They should have stayed. Anyway, that video will come later on. I will make that. So subscribe to the channel, like the channel. Folks, we're getting Rob Gronkowski. In the middle of my video making about running backs, it just took all my steam. It took my steam away. It took my steam away, folks. So with that being said, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, follow the Bucos Locker Facebook page. So all my pirates and my sea bandits, or as you want to call them, my bandits, stay safe out there. PPE, folks. Sanitize. Wash your hands. So I want y'all to fire those cannons. Seize the day. Raise the flags. No risk. But we got Gronk. Bucos Locker out. I'll see y'all later with that video. Stay tuned.